We need new political systems that genuinely represent ordinary Americans so that we can overcome cultural differences. And bickering about which propagandist network is the worst is not going to save a single American life, not improve the life of a single American child, not going to improve America's standing in the world, and the world needs a strong America. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that.
Russell Brand, I see you, boy. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, I think that people don't understand the hypocrisy of the mainstream media, but I'm glad that Russell Brand came out and at least stood his ground. Now, a lot of people are showing a very short clip. I'm going to show the full clip. It's about a 3-minute clip. We'll watch it together. I want you to see the totality of the argument that was being made by Russell Brand and this other person that worked for MSNBC or CNBC or one of these other fake news organizations. And let me just say this before I get into it. And I love Fox News, and I've been on Fox News plenty of times, and I love some of the hosts that are on Fox News. I mean, I love them to death. But we have to talk about the elephant in the room. Obviously, those emails came out where, you know, the hosts were saying one thing, and then behind the scenes, they were saying another thing. I understand how it happens. I understand that the hosts may not be able to say on air what they really feel because of the audience, because of the base, and because of the advertisers, all of the above. But I think it's fake, man. You ain't never going to see a text message where I'm texting something and then I mean something different when I get on here. I say what I feel, even when people disagree with me that love me. So without further ado, let's roll the clip.
You already, but I have to say that it's disingenuous to claim that the biases that are exhibited on Fox News are any different from the biases exhibited on MSNBC. It's difficult to suggest that these corporations operate as anything other than mouthpieces for their affiliate owners in BlackRock and Vanguard. And unless we start to embrace, and also, mate, like just spiritually, if I may use that word in your great country, we have to take responsibility for our own perspective. I've been on that MSNBC, mate. It was propagandist nutcrackery on there. I went on a show called Morning Joe. It was absurd the way they carried on.
Good Morning Joe.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know what it was. It wasn't morning. There was no one called Joe there. No one could concentrate. They didn't understand the basic tenets of journalism. No one was willing to stick up for genuine American heroes like Edward Snowden. No one was willing to talk about Julian Assange and what he's suffered trying to bring real journalism to the American people. And I think to sit within the castle of MSNBC throwing rocks at Fox News is ludicrous.
My friend,
make MSNBC better. Make MSNBC great again.
My friend, I would.
What's he wrong? Did you say y'all see a lie anywhere in that? I mean, even if you want to criticize Fox News, there's criticism to be had. But it's nowhere in the world you can say Fox News is wrong and they push propaganda and these other people aren't. If you ask me, everybody has an agenda, everybody has a motive. However, Fox News is way better. These other people just flat out lie on television. They flat out tell a lie. I was watching CNN just the other day. They literally interject opinion as news. They interject opinion and false equivalency as journalism. It is maddening to me to watch these other channels. Fox News has its bumps, but for the most part, you can trust what Fox News says, and you can go and verify if you believe it or not. I just think they're biased in their coverage. They don't lie. These other news stations lie. Let us continue. I have to interrupt this program real quick to let you know that this video is brought to you by the Officer Tatum Store. Get all of the phenomenal merch right here on the Officer Tatum Store. At the top, buy one, get one, 50% off our hats. It will end today is the last day to get that. Anti-Grooming Social Club, and also what I'm wearing, Born Free, and this jacket are all items that we have prepared for you on the Officer Tatum store. So if you put in discount code Not My Kid, you'll get 22% off the entire store. Not My Kids, 22% off the entire store. We got everything you need. Now let's get back to the regular program.
The moment you
can win on, Joe.
Russell, darling, the moment that you give me a specific example, an actual example.
Okay, I'll give you one.
Wait, just wait. Wait.
We need a specific example.
How about a specific
He said, give me an example. He tried to give an example, and he wanted to stop him from talking.
Let me tell you what the specific I'd like to hear of. I'd like to hear a specific example, a provable specific example of an MSNBC correspondent or anchor being on television saying something they knew was false and were saying behind the scenes to people, I'm about to go out and we know that we know that the election wasn't stolen,
You've
or something
illustrated this
equivalent.
example.
But I will go.
I
But I will
understand what
go
you're
out.
saying.
But I will go out on television and say the opposite. I will lie.
When's my answer?
Just give me the specific example.
I understand the basic
Okay,
point.
Give me a specific
I'm-
example.
All right.
I'm with you. I think it's a false equivalency, Russell.
It's a
that they-
He's not letting him talk, but he's finna get him. You just wait.
It's
Okay,
not. That's your own biases, plainly.
It's not about bias. It's a false equivalency because you don't actually know anything about any of these organizations you're talking about. Even on MSNBC once, big fucking deal.
My darling, it was more than enough.
You can't come up with
such
that.
a
You
carry-on.
don't have a single. You have a single.
He still won't let him talk. You ask Russell Brand to tell you, and you won't let him talk. And it's clear this is what they do, but he's gonna get him. Hold on.
Actual facts.
Do you want an example? Do you want an example?
Yes.
The ludicrous, outrageous criticisms of Joe Rogan around ivermectin.
Yeah, that's not a bad
Rachel
example.
Maddow turning up on the TV saying if you take this vaccine, you're not going to get it when it hadn't been
Non-responsive.
clinically trialed for transmission.
Non-responsive.
You have to listen.
Wait.
Do you think you
Not
can
a
improve
response.
America
I
by
think we could all be
determinedly
better.
and avowedly condemning Fox News without acknowledging that you're participating in the same game? Did you not just listen to Bernie Sanders, someone who plainly, legitimately believes in this country and believes it's possible to change, but is bound by corruption, is bound by the lobbying system? Surely it's clear to you, Bill, as one of the great pundits and experts and comic voices, that systemic change is required. Money has to be taken out of politics. We need new political systems that genuinely represent ordinary Americans so that we can overcome cultural differences. And bickering about which propagandist network is the worst is not going to save a single American life, not improve the life of a single American child, not going to improve America's standing in the world, and the world needs a strong America. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. So you have an obligation, a duty, not to condemn these people.
Man, Russell Brand. I don't even watch none of his stuff. I seen Candace Owens had one on the show one time, and I looked at his channel to see who this guy was. I mean, a long time ago, and he has a tremendous social media following. He has a tremendous channel where he get millions and millions and millions of views. He's obviously a lot bigger of an influencer than I am, but I think he was right on point. Where is the lie? It's interesting because I don't think Fox News and the rest of them are alike. I do think every network has its vested interest, right? Everybody has their motive. Everybody has their base. Can I make a YouTube video just talking about bad policing? Yeah, I can have a whole YouTube YouTube channel just pointing out places where police officers are doing something wrong. But that's not my agenda. I'll let somebody else do that. I pick up the slack where people are lying about police officers doing something wrong and they're inaccurate and they're pushing a narrative that's not true. I talk about some of the social issues. Can I talk about all of the great things that black people are doing? I can find these examples of individual black people that are doing great things. I could do that. I could have a whole channel doing that, but that's not my focus. My focus is to point out the things that nobody's talking about that can make us improve. Of course, black people should be doing well. Why would black people get a pat on the back for doing what they should be doing? However, when people are lying about the black community, when people are pushing an agenda in the United States of America that don't exist, that's what I talk about. So every channel, news station have an agenda, but there's a difference between having an agenda and things that you focus on than just lying to the American people. And Russell Brand just blasted them. I mean, the realest way to say it whatsoever, I heard it from Russell Brand. These people are wasting time talking about this person and that person, especially MSDNC and these other fraudulent organizations, because they are the worst, man. And I'm not even saying that because I'm a conservative. Like, I try to listen to them, but then they say things that are hyperbolic, superfluous, completely making up stuff that don't exist. And they say it as gospel truth. And that is the problem. Comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this video. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, I put out 3 videos a day, so make sure you go to the playlist that says new video and watch more videos. Subscribe to this channel. Let's go, baby.